But I could pick up the other flanged mace, so then we're dual wielding flanged maces, which is all of our money. But that would be a really cool. I could sell the longsword and I'd be getting a few $100, gold, whatever, back. Risky maneuver, but we'll try it. Yeah. And then just making sure they can both have dual maces. We're just fine. Excellent. So talk to you. Need some new weapons. Sell the longsword for 250 gold. Excellent. That mostly pays for wages for this next week. I think that might be just enough, actually. You like talking? Kidnapped by pirates sounds like quite an adventure. Oh, well, it's not quite as romantic as the stories you've heard, I'm sure. Many young maidens daydream about being captured by a dashing pirate. I had such idle dreams myself, I'll admit, but those pirates were not dashing, and they were not gentle either. If I had not learned how to fight back, I would not have survived. They did you a favor then? Though I didn't know at the time, you are exactly right. It's good to know that you understand these things. Whew. Yeah, just gotta keep in mind she enjoyed being a pirate and learned a lot from it. Because my bringing up, oh, I don't like pirates. She's like, oh, I probably shouldn't tell you the story then. And he doesn't want to talk. Okay, so we are at, your morale's sky high, 105 reputation. And we'll meta 75-3 relationship. We're getting there. I don't know what kind of relationship I would need to be able to buy somebody and make them a salaried fighter. Not really sure. Yeah. Here. And then double check our costs. $135 and 7, so 205. Okay. Whew. We can eat today, guys. Greenwood, yeah, okay, it is Greenwood. Yep. We should be okay. I think last time we did Greenwood, I don't think we had leather armor. And I certainly didn't have any flanged maces. Now I have 2 flanged maces. Maces. Flanged maces. Because yeah, I don't remember if I've won this place yet or not. So, Ansel is ready to lead us. Looks like an 88 attack. Yeah, oh yeah, he's ready. He'll start us off and we'll perhaps sweep the rest. Which of you is the real one? Okay. Such overkill. Level 8. Learn disarm. Sweet. Large number of bets. 200 gold. Excellent. And a warrior. So hold on. Clear you out. Optimize you. Are you going to level? To next level 500. Now it'll be a little while. All right. Ow. That's a good fucking crit. 218 damage. Jesus. You gotta knock this bastard down, but he keeps fucking evading. Oh my god, every tackle so far I think has missed. There we fucking go. And he's down. Jesus. We almost lost that one because every tackle was like, every single one missed. Ugh. And an extra 50. Ugh. And then Eline the Green. Just a moment. Ansel should be able to do it. He's not in peak condition. When we fought her before, he was at full health, which would be the level 7 amount of health at 743. He's at 682, so he's not in perfect shape. But we have better weapons. Although really the flange mace being not really a super duper terrific weapon, it's got a really high crit chance supposedly, but we don't crit that often. So really I think it's just like big and slow, and I don't know, we seem to miss a lot. Wow, starting off with sand, what a bitch. There you go, fucking disarmed. Easy. The victory dance complete with elated shouts and much waving of the arms. The audience is utterly charmed. Oh yeah, 250 experience, 400 gold, and then another few hundred gold from the bets. 200 gold, fine, fair enough. Ooh, the right to request a brief audience with Countess Arlette. I have not done this yet. If she's in a generous mood, she may even decide to bestow a title upon your winning fighter. Will you seek an audience with her? Nah. Fuck yeah, we will. I'll see what I can do then. Be sure to observe the proper etiquette. Sure. I'm honored. Prisoners, you say? I think not. The prisoners in the dungeons of Aldmoor do not sleep on feather beds, nor do they dine on a roast boar. Tell me, Ella, what is a prisoner? A prisoner is someone who can no longer go where they wish, obviously. There it is. You see, Lord Mauger, even a child knows what makes sense, what makes someone a prisoner. Do not play games with me. What you did was irresponsible. The guards might very well have found the pair of you in a ditch with your throats cut. Don't be such a worrywart. How am I to govern the territories of Greenwood if I've never seen anything beyond these walls? You can't keep us locked away forever. You're quite right, my love. I can't. King Ademar, however, can do as he pleases. We ought to be talking to him then. You certainly aren't for much, Lord Mauger, are you? Impudent child. Ugh. I will be watching the pair of you even more closely from now on. There will be no more of these little adventures. That is final. Right. Stand aside. Talk to you first. Who are you? Hooded Seer fixes you with a stony-faced glare. His eyes warn you against causing any kind of trouble during your audience today. Well, of course, Master of House Krug. Duh. I'm told that your champion fought valiantly. I didn't actually watch much of the fighting. To be honest with you, my sister and I don't much care for the arena games. The Clash of Steel brings back too many bad memories. They never even gave my father a funeral. Did you know that? He was thrown in a hole and burnt, along with those who were loyal to him. I'm sorry to hear that. War destroys the foolish and changes everyone else. In the end, we all turn into something which we never believed we could become. That's the world we're living in now. Athalis is right. It's the end of days. Anyway, on to official business. Your champion Enso currently has no title. Since he has won our games, he can now receive the title of Enso the Green. Titles are not permanent. Should this fighter manage to win a higher ranked tournament, he will be offered a new title. Do you wish your champion to be known as Enso the Green? Sure. My champion will accept this title. Then it shall be so. I don't think there's much else for us to discuss, is there? Have a safe journey home. We will see each other again. That's what she thinks. We'll never see her again. Well, this is a little awkward, Master. I suppose I should have searched our wagons properly before I left Greenwood. Only we were in such a rush. Nothing like this ever happened before. I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna like this, am I? Probably not, no. I found something when I was unloading our wagons earlier. I suppose you should come see it for yourself. What is it? Oh my god, it's a person! Oh, it is oh, sir. Well then, I did tell you we would see each other. Hey, she was right. Countess Arlette. Forgive the disguise, I borrowed it from a priestess who came to visit me. She was kind enough to help a fellow woman in need. Just as I thought, the guards had not even dared to look upon the face of a priestess of Thanasta. My escape was easy enough. I suppose they are out there searching for me by now, the fools. My apologies, Master, I really had no idea. She speaks the truth, none of your staff aided me. I stowed away in the wagon so that I could ask for your help. I need a place to hide. Some of the city guards cannot find me. For 4 long years I have been a prisoner in my own home, sworn to marry a man whom I despise. There are those who can help me, those who remain loyal to the memory of my father. I ask only that you would keep me here until I am able to send word to them. I am sure you have many questions. I will do my best to answer them before you make a decision. Why should I help you? I remember what you said about me in the parlor. When I mentioned the death of my father, you see, you sympathized. I just did that so I didn't get stabbed in the back for saying no, really. I mean, he seems like an asshole. I don't really care, though. Don't care one way or the other. I'm not quite following. I ask now that you show me that same sympathy. The simple truth is, I have nowhere else to turn. I'm sure I'd be rewarded for turning you to Greenwood. Certainly you would. King Ademar needs me as a figurehead to secure the loyalty of Greenwood and her people. There's much value in that, if gold is what you really care about. I implore you to look deeper, though. Do what your heart tells you is right. I don't give a fuck about you. You are my prisoner now. Oh. Yeah. You snake! You ogre! I will summon the Fleet Guard immediately, master. They will soon have her in chains. You have not heard the last of this. I swear, the gods will punish you. Yeah, probably, but... I mean, I don't know you. And your father was pretty despised by everybody, and I can't have people coming to my place looking for you. And I just... no. I played Papers, Please. I know, just follow the rules. Countess Arlette has been returned to Greenwood. Marshal Mauger sends his gratitude along with the payment of 2,000 gold. Apparently she will be taken to Aldmoor, where he can keep a closer eye on her. Her sister Ella will remain at Greenwood in her absence. I suppose this all worked out quite well for you, didn't it? Good news, the library has been restored. Right, we need to scribe. Household costs 160, staff is 70. Right, we have 3,420 gold. No big deal. What if I take her as a prisoner? Is she just like a pleasure slave then, or a fighting slave? Just make her a fighting slave. She's just like fucking horrible. Bring her back to Greenwood. So, hey, you look familiar. Pick up the scribe. Organize and maintain library, as well as be trained to create publicity for your house, increasing your reputation. Yeah, I don't think they ever said anything about the books being like... But can I just browse? No. Yeah, because I never looked at books, and because the game never really made books seem that great, but books are apparently like fucking sweet. And we will take the armor as well now. And guard tower. Nah. I mean, if I keep people in a good mood, I don't think they even try to escape, right? I mean, generally we're doing okay here. I mean, he's fucking happy as shit, man. And Wilmetta's doing pretty well too, so. I do have a third cell and a lot of money to spend, so we'll see what they've got here. You are a bear. You are a fox. We'll take another fox. A level 9 fox nonetheless. So we do not have a shadow then. No, we do. Okay, so fox is the throwing star person, right? Yeah, fox class only. Sure. Now I'm broke as shit again. That's not offhand. Clear. Equip. Offhand. Throwing stars. There. So he'll have a mace and then the throwing stars. I'm assuming he can have a mace, actually. Let's double check that. Well. There we go. So the throwing stars were like really fucking good. Seem to be anyway. Probably a lot better than dual wielding. Alright, so that's cool. We'll head here, talk to people then. Never mind, you first. You first. Greetings, greetings. Did the pirates keep you as a hostage for long? They had intended to keep me for ransom, however they soon figured out that my family was too poor to make it worth their while. So they kept me to scrub the decks and cook the meals. I was more valuable to them that way. I did as they commanded. Every day I dreamed of returning to my family. Sounds like it was hard work. I'd always worked hard, but I didn't know the true meaning of hard work until those early days on the ship. It made me strong though, stronger than I had ever been before, strong enough to do what needed to be done, strong enough to bend open these bars on this gate and escape. What? Nothing. How long did you work in the bathhouse? Less than a year, then I caught the eye of a certain nobleman, a member of the city council. I served in his halls receiving guests and ambassadors. I kept his household running smoothly. Those were some of the best days of my life. I wish I could have remained there. However, fate intervened. The gods could be cruel. Would you like to be a pleasure slave? Like, you're a damn good fighter, but like, if you really want to be a pleasure slave, I mean, I guess you can work in my bathhouse if I ever get one. There's no need to blame the gods? Of course, you're right to chastise me, master. The gods have a reason for everything they do, and they have brought me happiness as well as pain. Whew, wow, he's tough to talk to sometimes. And new guy. You are not mistaken, I was born there, so they tell me. Early as I can remember, I was in a workhouse in Tonstead with a dozen other orphans. Never knew my parents, you see, never cared enough to look for them neither. My daddy could be a nobleman for all I know. Huh, imagine that. Or a king. Well, Ademar is a commoner, isn't he? He could be right for all I know. Yay. Everybody's happy. And we don't have the scribe yet. We don't have the armor guy yet. Right. Yeah, and we're broke as shit, so we have to pretty much go wherever. We just finished Greenwood, so I imagine that'll unlock the next tier, which is red something or other. No, okay, it's Iris. Of course, we'll go there and sweep it probably. We'll try out the new guy. Clear, equip, Seeger, optimize, equip, offhand, throwing stars. There. Try it out. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, spammed it. Jesus Christ. Well, that was a fun contest. Modest number of bouts, extra 20 gold. Go, Seeger. Well, Seagar, but I have a Patreon guy named Seeger, so it's close enough, right? Oh, that's some bullshit. So the throwing stars is 2 attacks, but because it's an offhand and you're technically doable, then you can attack with your primary and then throw the throwing stars? Or did you just have that much initiative that you get to go twice? I'm not sure. But I think we've got this. I think we got this by the ass. This will be your dying day. Oh, throwing star in the throat, dead. I mean, really, I should have used not Seagar because Seagar is, I think, actually the highest level that I've got. He's level 9. The other people we have are level 8. I should have used. It's funny that he can counterattack my throwing star. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I think I got somebody who's still level 7. Should have used them, but oh well. I would say that the throwing stars is indeed better than just dueling 2 maces. However, that may not be the case when it comes to like those champion blades and all that, the things that are a few thousand gold. It's probably not better for that. Unless the throwing stars deal damage based on your current attack, in which case the throwing stars in the offhand with a really solid main hand could still be good. I don't know. if the damage scales in any way. Not sure, but yeah, dueling people, absolutely the way to go. Oh my god. The God of Law and Order, making a healthy donation to the temple can be very good for one's reputation. How much gold do I have? We just won a few hundred, so we'll go for 200 gold. More fun, right, bathhouse. Okay, 455 gold now. Alright, so we'll head to... check the armorer real quick, just so I can get some prices in my head. Hello, yes, yep, hi, awesome, great, yep. Ah. Okay, pretty good. Like, a Greenwood sweep would be able to buy me a good lot of that, and we'll head down here. See about books for the scribe. It's just our expenses are a few $100s right now. So... Hearty recipes, alchemical medicines, wise investments, military training, a guide to rhetoric, an armorer's handbook, secrets of the bladesmith, the art of pleasure, the equestrian code. Not sure what that is. This will be the bathhouse, probably better morale. Secrets of the bladesmith, obviously. Weapons would be cheaper. An armorer's handbook. Guide to rhetoric might make it easier for my conversations to be better, perhaps. Military training, just better training. Wise investments would make things like the guard tower and bathhouse perhaps cheaper. Alchemical medicines, making the doctor better, and hearty recipes, making the food better for... I don't know. Curious on the armor handbook. High quality armor at a reduced cost. 300 gold. No. Well, I mean, yes, but 300 gold. We'd have to go somewhere and fight when I don't know where we're going next, so we'll buy those next time. It depends where we're fighting next. If it's a new place, we may or may not win, and I'd hate to lose my first match and then be out of money completely. He doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to talk. And she doesn't want to talk. Whoops. Hopefully that didn't actually affect you. It was a misclick. How did you finally escape from the pirates? Escape? Oh no, my story is quite different. I spent weeks on the ship with those pirates, cooking their meals, scrubbing their decks clean, fending off their drunken advances. One night I was visited in a dream by Era, goddess of the sea. She gave me some valuable advice. If you do not learn to move with the ocean's waves, she said, they will swallow you whole. I knew then that I had to prove myself to the pirates. I had to show that I could be one of them. Of course, you had to survive. Indeed, at least that's how it began. It's funny how life changes you, isn't it? Put in a different situation, and you become almost a different person. I never knew quite how much I would change. Neutral conversation. Are all books the same price? Let me check that real quick. May as well see what the books do. He actually tells me, so that's nice. It's not like some cryptic bullshit thing. Mighty recipes. Improves health and physical constitution of my fighters. Okay. Recovers more swiftly in between fights. 300 gold. Stable masters, finest horse trainers around. Won't be much use until we have our own stables. The fuck's that, man? What the fuck you getting at, scribe? Reveal your secrets. Use the written word to improve the status and reputation of my yes. 300 gold. Okay, they all seem to be 300 gold, so too expensive because we got rent to pay and it's getting a bit rough. So we'll head here. How much exactly was it? Was it like 315? 165 and staff wages for 200 gold. Like shit, that gets expensive. So we'll just say 400 gold. So we can afford today, but I can't buy anything. Enter a contest, invitation for a new place, Waldley. I don't care. We'll go to Waldley, try it out. Worst case, we lose our first fight, and that's fine. We didn't buy anything, so we can afford rent. And then next week, we should be somewhere that we can fight and win at least the first fight to keep going. So, we will equip... probably Bernie. On behalf of our king, allow me to formally welcome you to the Kingdom of Waldley. I hope you have been treated well so far. Even before we gained independence, the people of Waldley have always been known for our decency and hospitality. Have I ever told you this before? I think you have, in fact. Yes, the Golden Dragon, yes. Yeah, they, it was a better world back then. I miss the dragons. A common enemy, so we stand united against it. And Auduin the Bright, champion of Sandworth. Seagar is equipped, I believe. Yes, okay, good. Try it. Really, we need better armor. We're getting to that point. But I've got the armor gun now, so. Ooh. No damage from a penetrate. Fucking hell. This is a close one. Death by disarmed. Fuck. No serious injuries. We almost won that one. It's a little annoying how it's like, oh, you can go to a new place and you just get your ass kicked on the first fight. It's like, oh, great, thanks. So now, I mean, I guess I'll talk to people, I suppose. Doesn't want to talk. Pirate lady. She does. You became one of the pirates. Yes, the opportunity presented itself soon enough when the crew boarded a merchant ship. I grabbed a knife and jumped onto the ship as well. I took a few hostages of my own. The captain was so impressed that he let me keep the knife and the hostages. Earned myself a fair bit of gold. That's quite impressive. As well you should be. I'd never so much as been in a bar fight, let alone taking part in a pirate raid. It was quite a rush, I tell you. I remember it well, even now. Did fate force you to leave Wayneton? When Wayneton declared independence from the crown and became a merchant republic, a great deal of change occurred very quickly. People fought for power. Some rose high overnight while others fell from their lofty perches. My master was among those who fell, a victim of the new order. Men came in the night and took him away. There was nothing I could do. That must have been awful. It was. I'm glad you understood. Understand, rather. I only wish I could have done something. There were just so many of them. Everybody should be in a really cool mood. 109, yeah, Ansel's loving life. 80 and 6, and Seeger 72, not bad, not bad. This time it will be the desert, I imagine. Yes. I think we'll try Wilmetta. Tackle. A man-at-arms needs a tower. Going well so far. There you go. There we go. Keep tackling. Hasn't regained the balance. Just keep fucking ramming him into the ground. Now he's got his balance. And one tackle to finish him off. Crush the spine. Collapse the lung. Nice. Exuberant joy drops the sweat falling from her brow. The crowd cheers loudly for the victor. And your morale's actually kind of okay, so we probably iron will. That's the heal, I think. Fucking hell. Yeah, 150. And then Yvette. We will keep going, I think, with full meta. You probably, yeah, you fully healed. We keep going with you. Now that you can heal, that'd be quite nice.